Yes. All right. So last week we picked up with you guys coming back from a rest after having found and grouped back up with Henry and convincing him to sleep for several days to get back some of his energy and just pour the fuck up. He came to dazed, confused, and a little music. And you guys, some of your party thought the best course of action there was to convince him to go home. Convince him that you guys had already killed the big bad, taken care of all that, and it was time to just go ahead and leave. That didn't sit well with, I believe, boys who argued against that.
All I said was I was not going to lie to him. I wasn't going to tell him what happened, but I wasn't going to lie to him.
Yeah, so you would have a part in lying to this poor man. And you guys ended up deciding you were going to lie to him and tell him to go home. Then he woke up, and that plan apparently got thrown right out the window. And you guys decided, oh, let's just go with him. And you know what? Let's just go full throttle into this as well, with no precaution, no planning. And just storm the fucking town and kill everybody.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. After going back and forth on that for a minute, it was brought up that maybe you should have some sort of plan. At which point, we made to just send one person.
I can't hear you, DJ, whatever that's rattling is.
Sounds like a coin.
I'm Billy McHerron.
I'm pretty sure it's Mike. Mike looks guilty.
I have no coin, but sure.
Dad was muted. Poppy and Claire both heard the noise, so.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. It's just I don't have a coin.
Whatever the hell else it was you had then.
I assume maybe I'd die.
Yeah.
No, I haven't even pulled out my dice.
Anyways, moving on. He said he wanted to be one of the ones to go in there. So I believe Claire said he would sneak in there as backup, if I remember correctly. And he would just march his way in there and stab a bitch. Shifter then said, you know what, fuck it. Let's all just storm the place. We don't need to be invisible. Let's just march into the town and say we're here to kill everybody. That's not going to go bad at all. Let's do that. So you guys decided to collect the ingredients for the potion anyways, just in case you guys change your mind again, because that doesn't ever really happen. At one point, Henry had enough of the backpedaling. And let you guys have a piece of his mind telling you that he thought you guys were cowards and snakes and couldn't keep a promise of it in your life. And he thought adventurers and heroes were supposed to be good and all. They significantly on deals that they kept making. I think his word was, some of you were pussies. So that was fun. Poppy and Cecilia talked to some snakes to see if they could find the ingredients for the potion you guys are going to make, which is a fire potion that he's going to try to make him explode, and the invisibility potion. The fire potion requiring a vial of fire oil, a phoenix feather, some bat guano, and a seed from a tree that is currently dying. But it has to be a bat guano, not just chopping it down. This is from a half elf. Half elf, right? To throw that in there too. And then the invisibility potion was chameleon blood, mandrake root, owl feathers, and the heart of a chicken that was still alive while the heart was dead. This thing, where to go? And where to go? And with that, we pick up you guys with that thing that I know you guys love oh so much, the flicker flicker poop of Modian coming back. And
What the?
Sir,
Thank you for returning me, my God. I do if I keep the faith.
I believe that's the first time this has happened to Modin.
Yes.
So keep in mind, you don't know you were gone. Yeah. What's going on? Everyone teleported.
But I've seen others return,
Yeah, you've seen a couple. Oh yeah, you've seen a couple people do this by now. So never mind.
and I notice I'm someplace different now.
Yeah, I forgot you've seen it happen.
Yeah. Thank you for returning me, my God.
You can ask your God why this happens. Also,
And you were seen in a field off the side of the road. Poppy and Cecilia are crouched over. Each of them crouched over a snake. And they look like they're deep in conversation with it.
All right. Well, while they're doing that, I'm gonna make myself comfortable and sit down, and I'm gonna pray to my God. I was trying to find my God's name. It was like Selena. Do you have a God named Selena, Steve?
Serena.
Serena. That's what it was. Almighty Goddess Serena. What is? Where did I go when I flickered away? Do you know? I'm assuming that's a religion role.
Yeah.
so Karen and freaking Modane just returned. So
Was Perrin not here last week?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was he? Oh, yeah, that's right. He was. He was just a little late.
As I said, I didn't have him written down on my list of the missing.
never mind then.
I'm always a little late, unfortunately. It's life.
I got a 21. That was a natural 20.
All right.
We ever figured this?
You know why? We just play along with it.
I meant to say that in game. Hello. Okay, why? Out of game. But in game.
Oh shit! What'd I do?
You just.
Gosh damn it! I didn't sit on the remote. I freaking...
Aaron sat on the remote.
No, as I was trying to grab it, I pushed it into the couch cushion.
That's what they're calling it these days, huh?
So, Poppy and Cecilia? Would you like to tell your teammates what you saw or what you heard from the snakes? Or if either one of you say anything at all, that's an option too. Should have been taking notes. You'll be getting very important and getting information.
Yeah. I guess I'll go first. Going first.
Yes.
Well, I asked the snakes where we can find the things for the potion that like is inside explode or whatever. The first ingredient was the feather for a phoenix. And the snake said that they come during sundown and sunrise, and that they didn't see any birds, and to hide from them, and they saw a phoenix nights ago, northwest. And then should from a bat, come from caves, faster from caves. And that is northeast. And then the seed from a dying tree, it'll be under a tree, but the tree has to be like naturally rotting itself. That's you. Right, that was it. And you're from a half elf, and I'm pretty sure Alfred. It's half elf, right? So whenever he reappears again, we have to ask for his unit, which I'm not gonna do that. So one of you guys can ask him.
Chickens.
Hey, how's it? Oh yeah, look at the map. Modine? Modine? Is that your character?
I'm fine.
Modian. I pronounce it Modian. I don't know.
Modian?
Yeah.
Okay. Modian, I know you weren't you disappeared.
But
You reappeared, but we now have a map of his city. Samuel. So
Good.
we can figure out our next plan. The map.
Did I get an answer from my god, Steve? Or goddess?
Did you?
Huh?
And he was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, bro. Calm down." And he like walks away. And then my friend behind me was like, "Yeah, bro. See, that's what you do next time." And he does that. So like, okay.
Get under a tree a day away.
So, apparently, according to my goddess, the realm of the gods are in turmoil. Loki has disappeared with Seraphina, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Apparently, there's many people having the same issue that we're having, people disappearing.
So it's not localized. Okay.
Looks like there's a war of the gods, if you will, going on. It was a mild disagreement.
Mild disagreement resulting in disappearances. I feel safe.
I'm friends with some of the up there.
Wasn't there an old saying, the gods play chess with the universe or something to that effect?
Right? They get involved.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Helping me out, and I was pushing me with them, and they show up. And there's boxes.
So try that in English. What are our plans at this point?
So
It's
we
not
got a map,
He's actually chill.
and it turns out the guy we're looking for might be a nobility
Because
in
he's
the
always
city. He might be ruling the city himself. Obviously, that's an issue if we're going to be going in to get him. Because if we succeed, we'll have the whole city on our ass.
You're gonna raise your hell up.
So
Unless the city hates him.
exactly, which is what I was going to say. We could do a few things like either sneak in, sneak out, or start the revolution, and that way we can basically walk in, kill him, and have the people cheer us on the way out.
That sounds an awful lot like go in and blow up a city. I don't think the guild sponsors that sort of thing.
Blow up the city?
Yeah, because if you cause a riot, they're gonna destroy their city.
I only got big ones. There's little ones on there.
Right. I say we go look for, see if there's any local resistance or rebellion, and kind of ride off their backs. Say, hey, you get us in there, we take the guy out. Then honest, your problem. Freaking our guild does not sponsor this thing. But yeah.
Of course, if he's tyrannical, then the guild might be okay with it, maybe. But
You could always go around and post flyers of what he has done and what he is and all his
willing to do,
and let this they will to their current leader or noble.
Oh, he's the.
I turned to Henry. I asked, "Are you specifically wanting to stick the dagger into his heart yourself, or are you okay with him?"
That's the last part.
Are you wanting to personally stick the dagger into his heart yourself, or are you okay with him just being dead?
I mean, I wasn't planning on using a dagger. I was planning on using Bertha, and I kind of really want to do it myself a lot.
I have a question.
So you're wanting to personally
I
his
bet you use those
his
lab
life
gas
yourself.
ones. Do you have any food left?
Probably in my bag.
That's the goal. I was like, I mean, if
If we're in there, I
you can at least watch it die.
Huh?
Well, we're still planning. We're just wondering if we're able to convince the locals to revolt. And they drag him out
They're
to
in
the
my
town.
bag.
You're okay with them dealing with freaking mob justice?
It's like a mob. I'm just gonna join the mob, and I'll
Guano?
I can't hear you over whoever's scraping.
If we go the mob mentality route and people, revolt and try to go murder him, I'll just join them, and I'll go stab the motherfucker myself.
Okay. Obviously, that's not the current plan, but that's on the list of plans that we are trying to figure out which is the best route to take.
The best route is I get him to drink that potion you guys are gonna help me make, and we get to watch him fucking explode everywhere. Poetic fucking justice, irony, deceit, boom,
Gone.
dead, missed.
That gives me an idea of slipping it into his drink, sneaking in, slipping it into his drink, letting him drink.
Hear me out. We all rush in like the badasses you guys think you are. You hold him down. I force feed him it. Take a shit on his chest and watch him explode while you're holding him down.
I do not want to hold him while he is about to explode, so we'll have to.
You're muted, Claire.
Muted. Sign language.
I say I volunteer for this task.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm going to high five you.
I
high
wouldn't.
five him.
You just gotta be careful because as soon as you run, you're probably well known to him, and as soon as you go in, his guards are probably gonna instantly know who you are.
What were you saying, Woden?
Well, that's why he's gonna use a sneaky potion.
Hold on, Poppy. What were you gonna say, Woden?
I wouldn't suggest holding him down as he explodes. I during my research, I know that the great warrior Waroff once did that to a man, and one of his companions was holding the guy down. The explosion traveled through the companion and blew him up also. So
that sounds really cool. Oh,
not for the guy holding down, not for the guy that explodes.
Did he use magic, or did he use one of Henry's special awesome potions?
The stories aren't 100% clear, but it appears it was some sort of potion of some sort. I don't know if it was this Henry's potion, but
I doubt it because I didn't make this potion.
Again, just a word to the wise.
Fine, hold him down. I'll force feed it. You can all run like you usually try to do, and then we'll watch him explode.
It had to be in a potion because magic's not real.
Wow, you've been hit on the head a few too many times.
Yeah, when I was a child and my village got raided.
It shows. There was another thing someone said. Someone said a thing. Fuck, I lost it. One of you said a thing before he said his thing. Oh, he probably won't. It's not like I've been trying to murder him in town before. He fired me. I left. I went to Dunbargon. Then you showed up. You told me I was responsible for the 429 people that were murdered. Then I vowed vengeance and left to go kill him.
I kind of want to say we bust in.
Hold him down. Force feed him the potion. Watch him explode.
And
shit on his chest.
Claim a trial by combat between us and him, or you and him.
Then I can stab him. While he's laying on the ground, bleeding to death, I'll force feed him the potion. Then we all shit on his chest.
Never works.
Awesome. And Cecilia can hold him down. Hold on. No?
Oh, we still need to get the stuff for the potion. How's that going?
We're standing in the middle of the field, and you guys were talking to snakes. That's how that's going. I've got the fire oil.
I already said where we have to go if we want to look for any of those. So I'm waiting for Cecilia to say her part.
Speaking of potions, for some of the other ingredients, Sneak said that there was an owl in a tree nearby here somewhere, and that there's a cave that should have bats in it, like a day from where we are.
What about the chameleon?
When you guys talked to, didn't know anything about chameleons.
Oh, crap.
That sounded cool. Didn't know it was.
Also, don't forget the chicken heart. That one's important. And horrible. But important. Only if we don't make the sneaky hiding potion.
Why do we need the sneaky hiding?
It was your guys' plan. I was just offering the ingredient.
That was not my plan.
I didn't say your plan. I said your guys'. Your team, your group, your adventuring party, your friends, your comrades, the people you share a bed with. The one you snuggle with at night when you fall asleep. Those people's plans. Is that better?
So we can either go find the phoenix or find the bat.
Do we know where exactly the phoenix would be, other than just it's out at dawn and dusk?
Northwest, but it's hard to find. And the bat is in the northeast. So anyway, it's going to be north. Either northwest or northeast. Just two different kind of directions.
Which one's closer?
It's this way or this way?
Thanks, dipshit. Did they say how far away each one was, I guess? I should be more specific there.
I'm sorry. Did he say it was either this or that one?
He did.
The bat cave's the day.
Okay. And how far away is the phoenix? Poppy? Did he tell you how far away the phoenix was?
Oh, a few nights ago. I think that's what we're done.
Sorry? What, Poppy?
I'm confused in what I wrote.
He told you that the Phoenix was at the edge of the desert southwest of Lordaeron, 3 days away from Lordaeron. But Lordaeron is still several weeks away, or a couple weeks away from you guys.
Sorry, can you say that again? Aaron was showing
He
Boy,
told
just
you,
got Chick-fil-A and the line is 3 miles.
3 miles long.
huh?
Hawaii got their first Chick-fil-A at our biggest mall.
And the line
And the
is
line was 3
miles
miles
long.
Cool. He's told you that the Phoenix was in a nest 3 days southwest of Lordaeron, which is you guys still haven't passed Azeroth, which means it's still at least a month and a half trip to Lordaeron.
3 days
The
away.
answer to the question is very obvious, the one that's only a day away.
Yeah. So.
Not, they're both no directions.
Sorry, I wrote.
So, Poppy, did he say how far away the Phoenix was? It, she, the snake thing? Do snakes have genders?
3 days away from Lordaeron.
Oh, fuck.
No, far away.
Okay, so that's first. It seems really stupid to go all the way to Lordaeron, go to the nest, then come all the way back to get the bat guano, then go all the way back to Lordaeron.
Go with that.
I mean, you guys are in charge. You're my muscle.
Actually, more like yours.
Yes, I am. Know that swings around a giant two-handed sword with one hand.
We're in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Why? I made a joke.
He furnishes a full, like, orc-sized two-handed sword.
That's future of the
And just fucking swings that shit around when he gets mad.
Where was the bat again?
In a cave 1 mile northwest of here. Northeast of here. What did I say?
Okay, so I guess we're going to the bat cave, which is 1 mile northeast.
1 day, I misspoke, sorry.
What?
It's a day, not a mile.
Quite a little bit of sea salt up there.
1 day
Sea salt up there.
northeast from here. Almost to northeast.
A little bit.
Let's go then! And Henry starts walking west. What's your survival?
Survival is.
You have proficiency in survival.
Yes.
Then yes.
Henry,
Let's go! What?
northeast is this way.
Shit, my bad. Then he turns when he starts going northeast.
Alright.
Now that we got our directions squared away.
Wow. Remember, we're a wizard, and he starts skipping down the road. Alright.
Okay.
I follow him.
I'm assuming you can't roll as soon as you get to cart around Burton's cart. Do you guys attempt to off-road with Burton's cart?
I don't recommend we off-road. You've already screwed up that freaking wagon enough. Let's stay on the road.
Alright. So who's leading the charge?
Huh? Who's leading?
Who's
I'll
the
take
one?
the pony.
On the roof. Right, so Foreman, you're mounted up front.
Yep.
Your horse, right?
It's
Okay. Where are you guys putting the cart? Where are you guys putting the cart? And is anybody in the cart?
I'm in the cart.
I'm assuming with truck?
Yep.
I'm going to be on my ostrich. He's fast enough.
If we're over rough ground, I'm gonna walk.
What that?
I said if we're gonna be over rough ground, I'm gonna walk.
It's on the road for now.
So I'll ride in the cart for now until.
Still boiling that stuff?
And that is all the room in the cart. Poppy and Mike, you said you're on the ostrich.
So much people in the cart.
What?
So much people in the cart. Who's pulling it?
Dakota.
Oh.
yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Are we just going regular speed?
yeah. Dakota moves at 30.
Huh?
They got rhino thing. Dakota moves at 30, so yeah, you're in normal speed. Poppy, where you at?
Can you put my dog?
Put the Lord in.
Off-roading, the thing's gonna go flying.
We're not going off roading.
Is there a wagon? I don't want to go in the wagon. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll be a horse, and my dog will be on his horse.
You will be a horse?
Yeah, I feel like something's gonna happen with that wagon.
Okay, so you transform into a horse. Step on Woods' horse. Where are you at in the line, Poppy?
I'm at the end.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
So you get traveling.
making that kind of noise.
Hello, Toby.
Died. About that.
So you guys travel for a few more hours. Sun begins setting. You guys pass a few travelers. One band of merchant carts, about 4 carts deep. Riding 2x2 down the road.
And so I
You see
coughed.
when they pull off the road a bit, you guys end up having to move off the road as well to make enough room. And they just kind of wave at you as they ride by. You notice every cart in their line has a guard holding some sort.
Every other cart did what?
Every cart, this merchant train that passes you, every cart has a guard on top of it with a long metal object of some sort.
Long metal what?
Object.
Okay.
It looks kind of like the weapon Burton uses, but significantly longer. It looks like a really long pistol.
But my knife was on the counter.
Okay. Well,
Cringes me to see it.
With 4 guards in the front of it and 4 guards in the back of it.
if they pass by us, shoes, I got no reason to stop.
So the merchants kind of nod their heads to you and wave. The guards eye you, but don't say anything or make any motion towards you.
I just nod. Can I put my hand up as like a simple wave, and then I continue riding forward?
You mean you do that?
Yep. Exactly so.
They go about their way. You pass a couple more just people on foot traveling. Group comes by on horseback. 3 people on horseback ride by at one point, headed the direction you guys are coming from. Nothing really of note happens throughout the day, though. You guys are still traveling through open grassland with just the occasional tree.
1 foot is almost the size of 1 foot.
And it begins getting late. The sun begins setting.
Well, once the sun starts setting, I talk to the others, ask where we want to start setting up camp.
Where are we?
Somewhere on that road.
Mar and Azeroth about the midway point, right between those 2 trees on the map.
Azeroth and Orgrimmar?
Yeah.
We're about right there. So set up camp. I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take last.
I'll take somewhere in the middle.
All right. So you got
I'll
third.
take last watch with Perrin.
Okay. You guys set up
I'll be
camp.
right back.
You make any precautions for camp?
Any what? No.
Precautions, alarms, traps, spells. I'm assuming Cleric makes his bonfire.
No.
Small one.
Small one.
Aw. I want to make a goblin bonfire.
Small for a goblin bonfire or an actual small fire?
Well, small goblin fire.
All right. So it's still a pretty large fire for everyone else.
Why is the goblin fire bigger than a human fire? Humans are bigger than.
Because they make bonfires.
Oh.
They make huge fires, but so you're making a smaller one, but still a large fire.
Alright, that makes sense. Whenever I imagine a goblin making fire,
So if you're making a bonfire that's taking up at least a 5x5 area.
like this.
Bigger than you.
Wait,
If you were to lay down next to it, it'd still be larger than you.
it's like
I called him over here. He was sitting on that. I called him over here. And
that's
he went down. He went
so because you just
down.
How far off the road do you guys go?
Not that far off the road.
Just like right off the road?
Say about 20, 30 yards off the road.
What happened to the tip of his tail?
Oh, they cut stuff off his tail.
Hello.
I kill it.
All right,
Okay.
roll on tap.
He is freaking out.
Mike, I booted you out of the Discord because you were still in the voice chat.
muted.
I wasn't even trying to get into voice chat. I just was checking and trying to clear all the conversations that was in Discord.
I just booted you out. You were sitting there. All right, so you all settle down for camp, and just as you guys are about to call it a night and start your first watch, there's that faint flicker of light in the darkness, and a flash, and Burton appears.
Hey.
Jaren did.
What did I miss?
Burton, you appear. It's late. It's late. The sun has set, and you guys are in a made. You guys have made a campsite.
What happened with us?
I'm not sure. Just a couple games.
So recap. We're between Orgrimmar and Azeroth, about halfway. We are going towards the city to try to take out the guy who could possibly be the noble or ruler of the city. So we are trying to figure out a good way to not have the villagers chase us on the way out.
You guys wanted to go home, but Henry's yelling that from next to Claire.
Do what?
From next to Claire, Henry yells, "You guys wanted to go home and abandon my quest?"
No, that was. No, look around. Oh, he's not here. I think that was Shifter who kept saying that. I was just trying to make a battle plan without us just basically equivalent to running off a cliff without a plan.
You need to be able to be in the house now.
I'm gonna put Tiger in sentry mode. I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, so you guys go through your watches. On second watch, who's second watch? What's your passive perception? Halfway through the watch, you see on the road, you see a
Where?
lone person walking
The pole.
down the road. Same
Oh, the base? Or the location?
Stops on the road. You see him turn, assuming looking towards you guys.
That wasn't you. That was me.
For about 5-10 minutes. You say do anything?
For now, I'm just watching him until he actually starts. Until he starts to try to interact with us, I'm just watching.
So he stands there about 10 minutes. Then he makes
Yeah, that's what you get. Now you're stuck there all night.
He's down the road, then he stops again and stands there for another 20 minutes.
So just
Standing on the edge of the road, looking in your direction. No response. After about 20 minutes passes, another 20 minutes passes, he turns and continues down the road. And you watch as his torchlight disappears in the distance. And next shift. Wake up, say anything to her, or just leave it.
Bobby, it's your watch. There was this guy who passed on the road. He was looking at our camp for a little bit, but he continued down the road, so we should be fine.
Did he stop?
Yeah, I stopped for a bit, about an hour. Seemingly watching our camp, but I saw him go down the path. It should be fine.
What does he look like?
Too far away.
It was too far away, I think, for his health.
Yeah, behind the car was.
Okay, I'll look.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so just to be aware of that. Go to bed.
Somebody watching us from 1 hour and left.
Alright. Poppy, you're watching without an issue. You wake up boys. Do you fill him in on anything, or?
Yeah, boys. Some guy stood there for 1 hour during Cecilia's watch.
Well, did you guys try to talk to him?
Too far away.
Did he seem hostile? Steve, I look up at the sky. What's the size of the moon?
Full.
I wonder how much it is.
It's full?
Yep.
Y'all remember that gnome that
almost 3.
Everybody else is sleeping.
I'm gonna look around and do a quick walk around the freaking camp, ensure that we're alone.
Perception.
Not bad. Uh, 15.
You make your way around the campsite. There's not a lot of spots to hide. A couple, like 2 bushes, if that. You check fairly thoroughly. You're convinced. You don't find anyone hiding.
I don't find anyone hiding.
Nope.
I turn to her. I turn to everyone. Turn whoever's awake. I tell them if anyone else comes around, wake someone else up. You wake me up, wake whoever up. We'll just have more than one person awake at the time. Go deal with it.
You tell that to Poppy as she promptly passes the watch out at the end of her watch.
Yeah.
As you take over watch by yourself.
I have
Sorry. You keep watch with Modem, so you tell Modem that.
Gorgeous cat.
What?
I have to name it Wolverine now.
Logan.
Logan?
You take watch with Modem, so you tell him that as well. But you guys' watch goes without an issue. Morning comes, everyone starts to stir awake. Henry is first up. For those of you on watch, he wakes up about an hour before everyone else, packs his things up, gets ready, and is sitting
Henry?
on the edge of the campsite when everyone else wakes up.
Henry?
Yep.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Since you got up before us, did you
Yep.
see anything suspicious?
Nope.
No? Nobody hanging around?
Nope. I didn't see anyone hiding. I also wasn't looking for anyone hiding. I was just waiting for you guys to wake up so we can get going.
Okay. I'm ready.
And he stands up.
Start breaking down camp.
Roll up and sit back on a deer.
I'm making breakfast.
You guys eat breakfast every morning?
I don't think you've noticed, but I'm a halfling who was raised by mountain folk. Food's important.
I know, but like every day, skip a day and eat
Yes.
so we get more.
You're lucky I don't take second lunches and third suppers.
We could skip.
Food is necessary for living. I would much rather be not dead from starvation.
But you can go like 3 weeks without eating before you die.
Yes.
Let's just push. It's yes, at the 3 week point you would be miserable. Let's just push like 2 days without stopping to eat, get some good distance, then we can eat like a meal, and then we can push a few more days.
Nah, not happening.
I didn't pass out. I took a nap.
For several days.
Because we were still traveling. I was on the back of that Kodo.
While you were still traveling.
Yeah, and I made some good distance. How long did it take you guys to catch up to me?
You were running on pure adrenaline.
Exactly. Let's get sights, guys!
Once your adrenaline runs out, you are going to pass out.
Exactly, and once my adrenaline runs out, Samuel will be dead and I can sleep for a month. Then everything will be hunky-dory. I see no flaws with this plan.
Henry?
Definitely do, I just don't care.
Yes, Poppy.
You know you need energy to do what you want to do, right? At the end?
Right. So we can eat once we get like a day from Mortaron. We eat then we'll have all the energy, we'll go in there, we'll stab a motherfucker, then we'll feast, sleep, and then go home.
Yeah, but it's kind of a long journey.
Exactly, that's why we need to go.
So
What's on my...
taking just the morning, like giving us time to eat breakfast, like 1 hour?
But it's morning, and then it's lunch, and then it's dinner, then it's sleeping.
Yes.
Like,
you need all of that to survive and be in tip-top shape to do it.
I didn't do that for like a month, and I'm still alive.
Only because...
That's only because we helped you out there.
You didn't.
If you would have kept going, you would have died.
That's your lame human thoughts. Gnomes are strong and resilient and powerful. And I'm even more strong and resilient and powerful. I am
Not
fueled.
Also, that's not how.
I am fueled by straight hatred. Have you ever been fueled by pure hatred and shame and despair and disgust?
One, no. Two,
Then you don't get a vote.
One, no. Two, that's not.
I hope you guys are eating your breakfast while we're having this conversation with Henry.
Three.
Kind of trying to stall him.
Oh, I'm definitely eating because it's kind of enjoyable watching the whole dinner show. Or breakfast show in this case.
I was going to say breakfast show, but yeah.
Okay, all right, compromise.
Okay, Henry.
You have breakfast every other day and dinner every other day that you don't have breakfast.
Henry?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody's body reacts differently. So a lot of us need our rest, and some of us need to eat.
So, like, every day we have to eat and rest for
No,
each
it affects our physical and mental health.
Sleep day after day.
You want to have a clear mind when you kill Samuel?
I don't need a clear mind. I'm going to stab the fucker repeatedly.
Yeah, but if you are...
You want to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah,
And
you
enjoy
really wanna...
it, you need a clear mind, my friend.
Ugh! And he just face plants into the dirt.
Really? You really have to do that?
You want to say?
I'm going to check. Is he unconscious or is he...
He's alive. He's good. He's just laying there.
Is he awake or asleep?
He's awake.
Okay.
Henry, not long ago, you had amnesia from your exhaustion. If you want to be sure to remember you getting your revenge on this guy, I suggest rest and food.
I did rest. I slept like 3 hours last night.
Yeah, 3 hours out of the minimum 8 that a living.
Minimum?
Yes, 8 hours.
Ugh! He starts just headbutting the ground. He's just going tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And he does that quietly to himself while everyone eats.
Eating our breakfast.
We're going to go now so I can tell Henry to stop hitting his head on the ground.
You all sit down and enjoy your breakfast.
We're all sitting down and enjoy our breakfast.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
Eating food, then give him my horse.
And once you guys finish breakfast, Henry stands up again. There's a good about 1 foot deep hole in the ground where he's just been headbutting
1 foot?
for the last however long it took you guys to actually finish making breakfast.
So like
Henry?
Yes, Papa.
You know, if you do these kind of things to yourself, you might not be able to make it there.
That's why I got you guys. If I die, you can murder the fucker for me.
Yeah, but don't you want to be there to witness it?
I do, but if I die in glorious battle before that, my ghost will live on, and I'll haunt him for the rest of the days. Once you guys back out on this and go the fuck home without completing the mission.
One more thing, though. Doesn't Farmer...
Who said I was going to back out?
Round is classified as dying glorious in battle.
What was that, Poppy?
Doesn't the farmer back home at Dunmaban need you?
And Perrin, I think you said something too?
I did. Who said I was ever going to back out? I don't think those words ever come out of my mouth.
So, in the order that I heard them, what would you say again, Elthron?
I don't think that dying.
Oh, yeah. It is glorious because I'm in the middle of a battle in my mind with this fucker. Poppy, yes, he needs me. Yes, my fertilizer is fucking amazing. Thank you for saying so. I know you didn't say it out loud, but I know you were thinking it. I will do my best to get back to him. Perrin, you weren't here. I don't know where the fuck you were. But yesterday they were talking about ditching this mission again and going home.
That is not honorable.
That is the path to save my life and let this fucker keep killing people. But it's okay, because now they've agreed to rush blindly in there and murder the bitch with me. After backing out on that a couple times too. But we've settled it, and that's what we're doing.
Is Henry just walking?
Huh?
Is Henry just walking along with us?
Yeah. If he hasn't started traveling, he's just walking alongside the cart.
Are we still doing this?
Henry, I've
Not to rip out 5 or so chicken hearts?
Yes,
Have
Poppy.
the party do that?
I know how we can both get you there where you can rest so you're not walking. I'll turn myself into a horse. You can ride me. Oh, if that's a good idea. But so you have time to rest. Like, your legs are not all. Had it?
If that's okay with you, I don't know how I feel about using another fellow gnome as a steed. It seems kind of wrong.
But you get
Sounds kind of wrong too.
Is this something like you get pleasure out of? Like, is this one of those keep things?
No. It's just so your legs have some rest.
Okay. As long as you promise you're okay with it, I guess.
What?
I just want to go on record and say this seems weird.
Nothing I need to do, no.
No, I'm just saying.
Wait. Before we do this, last time I was told I could use one of your guys' steeds, I got tripped and almost murdered. Is that going to happen again?
No, the guy who tripped you is not here.
As long as you go the same speed as everyone else ahead of us.
Oh, I knew there was a catch. Fine.
We will be in the back and we're going to go the same speed and the same direction and the same path. Same direction and same path.
Why don't we just stay in the cart?
Because the cart only fits like 3 or 4 of you guys.
Yeah, but we're little. We can almost all fit in there.
I got my own horse.
Mastiff. Then you've got Modin, who's not little. Huh? You've got Modin, who's not little. Then you've got Cecilia, who's humanoid size. Then you. So it's crammed with the 4 of you in there plus the dog, or the 3 of you plus the dog. Cecilia wants to know if you guys are still gonna cut out some chicken hearts for me. She seems like she really wants to do that part.
Hey! That's not.
Hey, I thought we're nature people.
Okay, fine. I want you guys to do that part.
What?
Chicken hearts.
So that's a no? No sneaky potions?
No sneaky.
Whoa, when we come to it. We're still.
When you know the other ingredients first, you're going to let the hearts rot? Wait, try to get the other ingredients?
No, but
like.
like.
Last?
Huh?
Didn't you say we need the heart last?
We do, but if you're not gonna want to cut chicken hearts out while they're still alive, there's no point to collect all the other stuff. Like if we're gonna go out already all the other stuff, then you guys when you get there like, nah, I can't do this. Then it's like a waste of time. Then we could have spent walking and getting closer to murdering them.
Well, we'll go grab the ingredients for the other potion first.
Okay.
And then we'll decide. Okay?
Fine.
I think we should go plan A. Run in, boom.
No.
I could. Ooh. Well, I haven't made those in a while. I could make some potions that you can throw, and they explode, kind of like a fireball. And when I say kind of like a fireball, like the area that a fireball would damage isn't there anymore.
So it disappears.
I like it. Let's do it. Let me have it.
The problem with that is that it could affect innocent civilians.
Yeah, that's
okay.
And that's what set you on this course to begin with.
It did. We did him alone in his warehouse by himself, and we collapsed the warehouse in on him.
I like this. Give me the thing. Give it to me. We do this.
We're gonna make it still.
Let's get there and find out what the situation looks like first.
But what if we got to go back out from the town to go get the ingredients that we could have gotten on the way there?
But what if we get these ingredients, you make this potion, and we get there, we can't use it?
We'll use it somewhere.
Yeah,
it's logical to assess the situation and then make a plan from there. Especially if you want
we're going to get the ingredients by tomorrow.
I say we blow things up.
So do we still need the potion that we're going to make him drink and make him blow up from the inside out?
Yes, yes.
Well, yeah, think about that.
After we poop on his chest.
Yes.
Was the bat one for the snake potion or the boom
Boom potion? The owl feather is the one you don't need if you're not doing the snake potion.
Okay, on the way to get bat chit.
Yeah, we've been already.
What, Poppy?
On the way to get bat chit.
Yep. How much longer do you guys travel on the road before you pull off and start looking for the cave?
How long have you been traveling?
6 hours yesterday.
How long today? We just started. I think that was about a day. I'm gonna start looking just in case the snake missed, like.
Just looking from the road.
Like.
Well, you can ask other animals. You could ask other animals that live closer.
I don't think it would be very efficient to like stop every 10 minutes to like go off the road.
Poppy and Cecilia will nature.
All right. Nature.
Hey, I need you to.
What? What are you rolling?
Nature.
Roll. 11.
All right. Poppy, you get all of this too. But Poppy, keep in mind you were given the distance by something this big.
Oh yeah, one day.
Like long sticks.
Okay. This big. Yeah.
And what?
So,
6 hours pass?
1 second, Poppy. Let me. So I got a high roll, so I got to go over with him real quick. Or that one. You put 2 and 2 together. You need something in your hand. That a day's travel for the snake might not be a day's travel for a horse-drawn, Kodo-drawn carriage. First of all. Second of all, you guys have been traveling directly north. You were told the cave was a day's travel northeast. You've been traveling on the road, which was straight north.
No. Oh my god.
You would have realized with your very nice nature roll you just got. Okay. Poppy, again, you just realized snake was this big. Travel might be skewed a little bit.
So, first of all, a day's travel for a snake this big is probably not the same time amount as.
Did you try one?
And a cart. Also, this trail goes directly north. We were told to go northeast.
I probably haven't. Wow.
So we would have to go off this trail then, right?
So we would have to go, yeah. Hey, I don't know if we're right, we don't know if we're right there. We don't know whether to go northeast from here or
Better
east.
blow them out.
That means you have to go off-roading, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to, because the cave is gonna be off the road.
Okay, so are you in the front still, boys?
So we need to decide whether to go.
Are you in the front?
Yes, I'm still in the front. Do you guys want to go off on a side adventure?
We're gonna have to. We need to decide whether we're going.
This part staying on
We're going northeast from here or east from here. Because we've already gone north for like 6 hours. We've already been going north for 6 hours. So we need to know whether we're going northeast from here or east.
Or southeast.
Huh?
Or southeast.
Or southeast if it's back that way. We need to go one of those 3 directions.
Probably south.
Southeast?
Because if a snake one day travels this slow and it's that long.
No, it's slow and small. It's like a snake.
You guys might be able to ask other animals along the way there.
So, Perrin, what you missed was Poppy and Cecilia just did the mental math of the snake being about this big. His perception of what a day's travel is might be different than your guys'.
I'm getting a bunch of freaking.
Perrin.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, so
They just did, Poppy and Cecilia just did the mental math of snake was this big. His perception of what a day's travel is might be a little skewed from what you guys can actually travel with the cart.
Plus, they mentioned we're supposed to be going northeast, and we're going just directly north.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing?
Fucking up.
Northeast, east, or southeast?
See what you said about the cart.
The cart should not go off road. So if you guys want to go on a side adventure by yourselves, be careful. But the cart's not going off road.
Yeah.
This is
So
not a
who's
side.
staying and who's going?
It's very important for Henry's murder of this guy.
I agree it's important, but the cart is not going off road. The cart has already been half destroyed multiple times.
Then you
I don't want to keep fixing it.
so concerned about it.
So who's staying and who's going?
Who's going off road to find the cave and who's staying on the road?
What's important about this cave?
I like the cave.
Alright, so Poppy, you
What's
can-
important about this cave?
Back
So-
guano.
We're looking for bat guano in a cave that that we might have gone past, but we need to go off road to get to that cave. And boys made the point that the cart can't go off road because it'll get destroyed.
Can't Poppy just turn into a bat and take a shit?
I don't think a bat. I don't think a druid turned into a bat would really count.
Let's ask Henry.
I don't know. A bat?
Hey,
A bat's
She
a bat.
turned into a fucking bat?
yeah, she's
What the fuck did you guys suggest that days ago?
because I didn't think.
What the actual fuck?
I didn't think. that
Can you turn into an owl and a phoenix as well?
you might be able to turn into an owl, but maybe not a
Can you turn into a chameleon? Like, the fuck, guys?
chicken. Yes.
Just don't ask her to turn into a chicken, okay?
I almost did, but I like Poppy. She's a very nice, adorable gnome. I wouldn't
You know
want to
who also you can ask when he reappears to turn into a
I
chicken?
plan on asking him to turn into a chicken and not telling him why. But he's not here. I like you.
Yeah.
No. We cannot hurt guild members. He's still an official guild member.
We won't. However, I'm really not liking your guys' guild so far.
But you like me.
I do. I really like you. That's why I'm not trying to murder you. But I'm a little bit pissed off right now that you could have turned into a bat and, could have had my bat shit already.
I thought that it wouldn't work because it's a magical turning
And an owl feather.
I'm talking about a druid turning into a bat. I didn't know that counted as actual bat.
Why wouldn't it?
You turn into a flying creature.
Actually transformed.
Probably not.
A bat's a bat?
Which is level 6, right?
I love bats.
What, Poppy?
Bats are flying.
Why are you guys arguing?
Because reasons.
They just told me that Poppy could turn into the bat, and she could just shit, and we'd have her bat shit.
Yeah.
Like, she just told me that.
Don't you forget.
But why are we all arguing?
It's a mad.
About
Time wasted.
I agree. Let's get back in the wagon.
actually not even a day, 6 hours. Less than a night's sleep.
And the time that you spent, that's like 2 nights sleep. And the time that you spent talking to the snake about it.
What?
I'm thinking fly.
Poppy, turn into a bat and shit in my hands.
You guys are wasting more time arguing.
She
let's go.
cannot turn into flying creatures yet.
Alright, so are we going northeast, east, or southeast?
So we're going in the cave now?
That's right.
Yeah.
We'd actually discussed that and figured that out.
Vote. Whoever's going to the cave with Poppy and
Didn't we do that about the phoenix too, or some other animal that I wanted?
I started heading towards the cave.
He
You
follows
know what
Claire.
direction? North or south? I'm still going south because snakes are slow.
Claire,
Oh.
you don't even know where the cave is.
I started searching for a cave.
Roll investigation.
Oh, yes.
Does he even know what direction to go?
He's just looking around on the ground.
I'm going to stay with the car and keep an eye on it.
Tired, like giant.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with my cart.
All right, who's staying with Cart? Who's following Claire?
I am not.
First hand,
Investigation.
Claire,
cart.
I will go with Cleric because he stayed by my side, so I'm going to stay by his side.
22.
So 3-3.
I investigated the hell out of that one.
Yeah. You look around for a while. High or low?
Low.
Those always real low.
Let's hope he goes in the right direction.
You stumble around, or not stumble around, you look around for a while. You don't see any obvious openings to a cave. But you're kind of looking around an area that felt off to you, that you thought might be hiding an entrance. And Henry comes running over and starts helping you look. And he gets pissed off and stomps his foot, and a hole in the ground breaks open.
Does Henry fall?
No, it's just a small little, like his foot kind of stumbles in it.
Okay.
And he looks down, looks up at you, looks back down, does that a few times. I think you found the cave, Claire.
All right, let's dig this out.
I guess we head there. Guess I head there.
I start chucking things over my shoulders.
So as you start turning this part of the ground open, you realize this isn't the entrance to the cave. There's a point where the top of the cave got so thin against the ground that it just kind of broke through it. The cave entrance is somewhere else, but this will serve as a viable entrance you can get up and out of it.
Yep. It's viable for my small butt, so I just make a hole big enough for me and him to fit into. I drop a rope and I slide down.
It drops down about 10 feet as Poppy and
Which is big enough for me and Poppy.
Cecilia. As Poppy and Cecilia come walking up, you see parents standing at the top and Claire, and followed by Henry disappearing down into a hole.
So the hole is too small for us, right?
So I'm guessing this is not the entrance of the cave, but
It is a
far
entrance.
way in.
It is a entrance.
Not the main entrance.
It is the royal entrance. You will be silent.
Oh God, when did you become royal again?
I will send up a signal flare.
So,
What are you using to set up signal flare?
I will set up a goblin bonfire underground if I have to.
Keep in mind the hole you made is small and your rope is coming through it.
I know. I was joking. I can
I
see
never know
perfect in the dark.
Dan. Huh?
True story.
You can roll it. You might break one now. You might break a couple of them. So, do you do anything to set a signal up right there, or no?
No, I don't care where they're at. I got Henry with me, and he's the person we're supposed to be keeping alive. So long as I have him in my sight, I'm okay.
Parent, Poppy, you follow down the road?
Yep.
Poppy?
I guess.
What are you doing? Ready?
I'm just gonna try and see if I can.
Adventure time, Poppy. Adventure time.
Jump in the hole! Yay!
Don't worry, I'm strong enough. I'll protect you. Things might get broken in the process, but I'll still try to protect you.
We like breaking things, though.
I do. It's fun.
Oh, you doing javelin? Is it?
Yeah. The reason why I jumped in the hole is
especially bones.
On animals.
No longer thrown, but he uses a spear type.
Jumps in a hole.
All right. So the gnome looks around. How do we? Can anyone do anything to make us see down here? Can anyone do anything to make us see down here?
I can see.
I can see.
Do you guys see any bat shit on the walls, or are we have to go look for a bat and squeeze the poop out of it?
It would be on the ground, not on the walls.
Going to look for it.
Roll perception.
And I have no idea what I'm looking for.
It's going to be piles on the ground.
But I did get a natural 20.
You
But
look
my
around.
perception's a 0, so it's 20.
You look around. You don't see it at first, but you start moving stuff out of the way, and you find a fair amount of droppings.
I'm like, you know that stuff you just moved? That was it, too.
Yo, nobody told me it was slimy.
Well, I'm not touching it.
Bat guano is slimy as he pulls
Do
out.
you know how much you need?
Huh?
Do you know how much you need?
Roughly, but I'm gonna think a bunch. And he drops
He's a metric ton.
a metric.
I have no idea how much that is.
A metric.
Wait, can't you not see?
I'll give you what's in my palm.
Nope. I don't want it.
Come on,
So
shake
he
hands.
puts back down. You hear a bunch of glass clinking around, and he starts kind of ruffling through it, pulls out 3 large mason jar style containers, uncaps them, and starts filling them with crap.
I scraped my hand off into one of them.
He pulls a rag out and offers it to you to clean your hand with and apologizes.
Thank you.
I don't want that back. Just leave it.
I hand it to Cleric.
I don't want it. Nope.
Hey. I heard that
Just because I'm a goblin doesn't mean I'm filthy, and I step away.
But I heard that poop sets good fires.
Some people think it does.
That would be why I'm putting it in the cushion.
Okay, so I pull up my flint and steel and I check on this situation.
What was that, Claire?
I said I pull up my flint and steel and I investigate on this situation of whether or not this stuff is highly flammable, and I start putting sparks on the rag.
Roll a survival.
Ooh,
oh shit!
Buddy. I have.
Can I roll to keep it away from him with my common sense, knowing that there's shit everywhere?
No, because you just offered it to him.
14, 15, 16,
17. I was
17.
trying to offer it to him. I didn't say I was going to let him light it on fire.
17.
What did you think is gonna happen?
High or low, Mike?
Hi.
So you have pulled away just as he hits the flint and steel, and as you pulled away, one of the sparks from the flint and steel hits the crack, you just wiped off on it, and the whole towel just and goes up in flame.
I go, woo!
Do you let it burn in your hand, or do you try to drop it so you don't get burned?
I am not dropping it.
You take 4 points of fire damage as you hold this cloth in your hand and let it burn out.
I will stare this in the face. It's going to hurt, but I'm not having it touch the rest of the floor.
So I'm assuming you probably tap your hand under the bottom side of it to catch the tinders that fall as well.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of smush them out as you go. You see a bright, obviously fire, a bright firelight from the bottom of the cave.
What was that?
That goes out after like 10 seconds.
What was that?
How much damage was that?
4.
Okay. Thank you.
And for the couple seconds, Henry giggles. That makes this easier. He starts scraping into his jars. And the fire goes out, and for those that can see in the dark, see him pull out a tinder box. We can make it lighter in here.
No.
No.
I agree.
What's that like?
That won't be needed. Let's get out of here.
Do
They
it.
were lighting up the cave. Can you drop the torch down here?
No.
I pull out my torch and I light it.
No. See, this is what I'm talking about. Go down.
It was an
I find the
explosion.
I find the rope. I climb out.
Say what?
Dexterity versus cleric to stop him.
Do what?
Perrin has already said he's going to stop you from trying to light the rag on fire. I'm assuming he's going to attempt to stop you from lighting a
Yes.
torch.
Especially considering the rag just burned me.
I was going to hand the torch to the other guy. He said he needed a light.
That's an 18.
I'm lucky enough down there.
Do you resist Perrin trying to stop you lighting the torch, cleric?
What do you mean? He's like trying to take the torch from me?
No. I'm trying to put my hand over the top of the torch so you can't light it.
Oh yeah, I move away from him.
Okay, so dexterity.
Am I climbing the rope?
Yeah, strength. Copy.
Trying to, or did I get
14.
Oh God, good luck.
Come back.
Wait, is working?
What is my strength?
So I have an 18 total.
Let me get up here first.
That's a tie.
14.
She manages to climb out. Cleric Perrin, roll another dexterity check.
While I'm out, I tell Cecilia what's going on.
That time it's a
Dirty 20.
17.
So you almost get it lit, but Perrin manages to keep his hand over the top of the torch to where you can't get a good light on it.
Stop. We are in a cave full of things that just went up in smoke, in flames that burned me. Can we not put flames in the room, please?
I say we bring magic in this.
That doesn't exist.
Let me show you that it does.
No, it does not. You have sleight of hand, you have trickery, no fire.
Really?
No fire.
I'm just standing over the top.
You can't really stop him from using magic fire.
I use my cantrip to light the torch.
Cantrip.
Prestidigitation.
That does work.
You're all the best complaints. I'm glad any of us are up here.
It says you can create instantaneous, harmless sensory effects such as showers of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. Or you can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. You can instantaneously clean soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. You can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. You can make a color, a small mark, a symbol appear on a small object. So it will light a torch, a candle, or a fire.
Yep.
So it goes boom, and it's on fire.
I create water.
Damn it, will you put your tinder away?
Do you drop it down the hole, Poppy?
I drop it on like I don't like drop
You use
all
the
the
spell
water.
create water?
Huh?
What?
You use the spell create water?
Just wait. How about the fire?
You have to have a container for that to go into, I thought.
No.
First class, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm debating if
It says
like,
you have to fill a container, doesn't it?
No,
No,
you can
it
make
says you
it.
can make it rain.
Oh, that's right.
No, the rain's a different one. Create food and water. Create 45 pounds of food and 50 gallons of water underground or in containers within range.
Yeah, it's gotta have a container then.
he has a container.
Underground or in containers.
On the ground or.
What spell are you using, Poppy?
Well, I'm debating if I should use this, but I feel like there's consequence.
Can you see me though?
With the torch, yes.
Once it's lit, yes.
But it's already lit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If there's any kind of negative repercussion once it's lit, it's already happened. There's no stopping it.
Well, there shouldn't be negative repercussions unless you're dropping it in the ship.
No, I'm handing it to the gnome across from me.
Well, I don't trust that either.
He said he needed a torch, so I'm handing him a torch.
He needs the torch to light the cave on fire.
He said he needed more light to do what he was doing because it was easier for him to get it into the jars faster with the light. So I'm handing him a torch so he can get the job done quicker so he can get out of this tunnel.
I don't know how you did it without putting sparks everywhere, but that tinder must be really good. I was worried about the sparks.
What is he gonna do? Put it on the ground?
There was no smarks. It was hocus pocus, sir.
I have no idea what this hocus pocus thing you call is.
It's magic.
Doesn't exist.
Poppy, what are you doing?
Nothing crazy is
Yeah,
happening
that's
right
gonna
now.
take people minutes.
It is
No, I
essentially
handed the gnome a torch. That's what I did.
Is there like a huge flame, or is it just like a like?
the torch light. Do you do anything with the torch lights?
Who lit torch?
Just like this, right? Like a torchlight.
Yes, the torch lights, normal torch light. Do you do anything?
Not right now.
I'm not worried about the torch light. I was worried about the sparks.
Okay. So you hand the lit torch to Henry.
Yes.
Okay. He takes it, holds it in his hand. His jars are set out in front of him. One of them is full. One of them is half full. The other one's still empty. He goes, "Shit, I need both hands for this." And he reaches out in front of him with the torch outstretched.
I grabbed the
I
torch
thought he
from
was
him.
more intelligent than that.
I hold the torch for him.
Okay. So he lets roll dexterity.
That would be a 10.
You beat his 9. As he holds the torch out in front of him and lets go of it as you snatch it before it hits the ground.
You guys got lucky. I rolled high.
Hi, I won.
And he goes back to scooping up his backwater. Fills up his 3 large jars and goes, "Okay, we can go home now." Well,
Okay.
we can go back on the road.
You're gonna go murder this guy.
You've got really good hearing up there at the top of the cave.
Yeah.
Is everybody climbing out?
Yep. He climbs
I
up
will
the
be
rope.
the last one out.
And he actually climbs the rope. Cleric, you follow?
Yep.
Athletics. Roll an athletics, please.
Oh, what is it?
Athletics.
I don't have athletics.
Just roll.
Just-
Straight.
Actually, no. I do have athletics. Whoop, whoop. 13,
Oddly enough, so do I.
14. I have 15.
You climb it expertly enough, Aaron.
That was a 19 plus a 4. I think the 23 should be good. I hope.
Yeah. You all expertly climb up and out of the hole.
Alright, so now that we've got that, what
Do we still need this?
What do we
Nope.
I drop it in the hole.
Oh shit! I'm running. He drops it. I'm running.
Dexterity check. Yeah.
Actually, excuse me. Not running. I am grabbing Henry, grabbing Poppy, putting them on my shoulders, and running.
Okay,
With a mad
dexterity
dash. That would be a 17.
Claire?
I just dropped it and walked away.
Yeah. Dexterity save.
$14. 18.
Poppy, what was yours?
I grabbed Poppy.
I know.
What is mine?
Your dex?
Yeah, I love them.
Dex save or normal dex?
Dex save.
You have a +2.
11.
11.
So, Henry watches you drop it. He yells, "Oh shit," and jumps on top of the hole and kind of
I grabbed Henry.
Swarms out of your hands. I rolled his dexterity to swarm away from you.
Damn.
Yeah. And he jumps on top of the hole. So everyone else takes 3 points of damage as it erupts. As the torch hits the ground in the cave, igniting all of the shit and causing with a funnel of heat and debris. But Henry blocks most of that.
So it's not fire damage. It's
You okay?
shrapnel.
It's shrapnel. I mean, it's probably because there's not a base part. It's 2 fire, 2 shrapnel. But it's not actual fire. It's just like steam.
Wouldn't it be more of along the lines of thundering damage, maybe? Concussive?
I only asked because I'm resistant to fire. That's why I asked.
Right. That's what I'm trying to think because it's not fire.
Exactly, but it's kind of like when a volcano explodes. There's a huge concussive boom that comes out from it.
Yeah, we'll say it's thunder. It's the force damage.
Yeah, how many points was it?
4.
3 or 4. Excuse me.
3.
I thought it was 3.
3. Henry sits there for a few seconds, then rolls over, and you see his metal armor that he's wearing. He's glowing bright red on his chest. And he's just groaning as you see char marks up his neck.
I'm going to pour my water skin on the metal.
Okay. It starts popping and sizzling.
I go find the guy that says he talks to his god all the time.
You guys pour your concentrated water skin on it, sizzles and cools.
Do I hear the boom?
Yeah, you all hear it and feel the shake.
I think everybody in the vicinity heard the boom.
Claire, can you go back to the party that's at the road?
Yep. I'm looking for the new guy.
William.
I think Henry needs help.
What the hell did you guys do?
I'm
got
gonna go find Henry.
You're not there.
He's over underneath that, or on top of that hole. We didn't do anything but get the poop.
Yeah, right.
You over there, Modin?
Yeah.
You over there, you see Henry laying next to a small hole in the ground. His armor is smoking, looks a little discolored, and he's laying in a puddle of water.
I'm going to use medicine to see how damaged he is.
Roll it.
17.
From what you can see, again, he's wearing full armor, so you can really just see like his neck and up. You see some pretty heavy third-degree burn marks across his neck.
How many is he down?
He's down 30.
Okay. What's his total?
You wouldn't know that.
Okay. Okay. I'll come sit down and spend 10 minutes doing my prayer of healing on him.
Okay. How much should I heal for?
2d8 plus my spot. Yeah. Roll some 8s. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, roll. I'm gonna pick up dice. Okay. So he heals. Ugh, that sucks.
What?
12 points of damage. Or damage. He heals 12 points of damage.
You see the burn mark kind of recede down his neck a bit. The skin's still left kind of pinkish. And he's just kind of laying there going,
And that, my friend, is why we do not rush into things.
There was no rushing.
I didn't rush into it. I didn't want them to get hurt.
That's why we need our rest, Henry.
I just dropped it and walked away.
Well, you dropped it when we knew that
You're not supposed to drop a torch.
Ever?
and you knew what's
Only if it's on purpose to cause harm. You put a torch out. You don't drop it and walk away.
It seems odd.
He's a goblin. He doesn't know that.
To a goblin, maybe. But then again, your fires are huge, so it's understandable the misconceptions. As I say, with very overly patient tones as I am rubbing my burnt hand on my jerkin.
Henry rolls over and sticks his head in the hole.
Henry,
Yes, Poppy?
come on, let's get going. You got what you wanted.
I want to see what the hole looked like. I bet I can't see in the dark.
Henry,
Higher than her. And he rolls back out of the hole and sits up.
Does that mean we can move slower?
Nope, let's go. And he jumps up and starts walking.
See? Magic cure. Or excuse me, not magic cure.
You
Physical cure.
He's off running.
Physical cure. That was a player. That was a player faux pas.
Damn it! You're no fun.
That's a physical cure. You don't need magic mumbo jumbo. See, look at how healed he is now.
It's not mumbo jumbo.
I use magic.
It is mumbo jumbo. It's not real. No, you pray to gods. Gods are all powerful. There's difference. Gods are not magic. They are beings of power that look over us and watch over us like spirits. Spirits are not magic. Spirits are real.
where shall we head next?
What do we eat next? Do we eat something for the healing, or is that for the sleep?
That's for the unethical potion as you guys had it.
The unethical one? Which one's that?
The one that you guys don't want to do because you don't want to rip a heart out of a chicken for some reason.
Hey!
Which is about the time they walk back up to the rest of the party.
You
We
can't
can still get all the ingredients.
for protecting
It
nature.
become useful if we don't end up using it.
Sure, I can. Yes, they could be useful. Can you turn into a chameleon? So I can. I don't want to hurt you. Never mind. Don't do that.
Wait, what did you need to do?
That potion.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. No. Then I'll die. Then how am I gonna help you?
That's why I said I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt you.
Wait, wouldn't Poppy know that if she died as an animal, she just pops into her normal form with no damage?
True. You would know that when you die, you revert back to your normal form.
That sounds horrifying.
Do you want to see it happen?
I don't think you understand the psychological damage you will be taking as he takes out your heart and then you turn back to normal.
Not that.
No, we're talking about her turning into chameleon so I can steal some of her blood.
It doesn't. Oh my god.
You know who you should ask? When he reappears again? Shifter.
He's not here for me to ask right now. Shifter! The annoying mean one.
Yeah, why did he disappear? That's kind of rude.
Yeah, you could have took his blood.
So, what's next ingredient? What's the next ingredient we need for the potion?
And where's Alfred?
The seeds from the dying trees and a feather from a phoenix.
Okay. So we need to wait until dusk. We need to wait until dusk, the phoenix, and
More waiting?
we need to wait until the sun goes down. The phoenix. Hey, listen.
But the Phoenix is far away.
But, hear me out. Hear me out. There will be less waiting in between the phoenix and the night.
What, Poppy?
You know who else? You know who else we need to return? Alfred.
We do.
Because he's a half elf, isn't he?
He's so confused when he comes back.
So, you're telling me that we've traveled like 30 fucking minutes and you already want to just wait the rest of the day?
No. I didn't say I was going to wait. We can find out where the
saying
food
we
is.
just gotta sit here and wait.
We can do whatever else we want. We just need to.
Travel.
Okay.
Or an owl.
We just need to.
Why don't I?
We can only get.
Why don't I do something for you?
At dawn or dusk, sun up or sundown, and we can really only find the owl at night.
Do owls just like poof and fucking disappear when the sun comes up?
No, but they hide and sleep.
You guys are naturally people. Figure out where they're hiding and sleeping.
They can't speak with animals.
Go ahead. We got to answer that. In trees, they sleep. I told the woman was sleeping yesterday. You cast it. As you cast it, a squirrel runs across the road in front of you.
Hello, squirrel.
Hi, hello, hi, hello. Hi.
Have you seen a chameleon?
Hi. Wait, what?
Chameleon.
What's that?
Lizard-looking thingy.
Oh. Oh. Hi. Wait. No. What? Hi.
Chameleon. Lizard-looking thing.
Where?
Yeah, where?
Oh. Where, chameleon?
Yeah, where are they?
Oh. No. Deserts. Hot. Hi.
Hot place. Hot place with sand.
What direction?
That way. And it looks west.
How far away?
Oh. A long way away. Lots of days. Lots of suns. Many suns away.
What about an owl? Owl.
Its head
Bird,
drops.
night.
Its head drops and just kind of droops over. I can tell you where one was last night. It ate my dad
Oh no.
and my mom and my sister.
Would you like to? Are you all alone?
Yeah.
Would you
Hi.
like to join us?
Sure. And it skitters and crawls up your side and shoulder.
Okay, so as I walk, I'm still with the group, right? Or I walked away.
They're 5-10 feet away from the group.
Okay. Where was this owl?
Same direction. Where's your owl?
West?
What's that?
What direction?
That way.
You know,
He looks
point
west.
your head.
He looks west. Fingers.
How far away from us? Not that far?
Close.
No?
And then it starts screaming.
Screaming?
It starts screaming, looking right at Cecilia, who has an owl perched on her shoulder.
Is that the owl? That's not the owl that killed.
No, they're monsters!
Whoa.
You're just like screaming and screeching.
Well, Cecilia,
Yeah.
this squirrel is screaming at you.
Why?
You
Because
just
you
hear,
have your owl that killed his family members. You have an owl, and an owl is nearby, west, close to us. Saw it last night. Killed its family members, so it's screaming at you because you have an owl.
What kind of novella shit is this?
Talk about it.
I agree.
Talk to it.
it's nestled up next to you. She says, "Don't let it eat me. Keep it away from me."
Don't worry, this owl is friendly. We've been trying to train it.
She's trained.
She's trained.
Okay. And it stops screaming and just nestles up next to you.
She won't eat anything that I don't tell her to.
Roll a deception.
Wow, that's a really hefty statement there.
I'm trying to reassure this squirrel.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have a new pet.
Oh.
This squirrel on my shoulder.
Botched.
God help us all.
Are they back near the cart, or are they still out doing whatever?
They're out next to the car.
I'm not carrying it.
It's like me. It's like a hobbit. It's a, what did I say? Hermit. It's like a hermit, just like me.
Henry starts walking down the road.
Yeah, I just start ushering my cart. Let's just go.
If you guys go, then you guys don't know what direction to go.
We're going to that town.
Why?
Where do we need to go, Poppy?
Okay, it's still on my shoulder, right? It's just gonna be my pet now.
Yeah, it's on your shoulder, but it's like tucked under whatever you can get under.
Which way do we need to go? Poppy.
West. It's very close from here.
Alright, let's go west.
But we need to protect this squirrel. We need to protect this squirrel. Because this owl ate his family.
Cecilia makes a left turn, gets off the road, and starts walking west across the fields.
I follow.
Guess I'm parking my cart again.
Henry keeps walking.
I'm staying with the cart.
Is Henry going down the road?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm following Henry.
Does anyone know where Cecilia is going and why?
No idea.
All right, let me get in the cart. Stay at the cart.
What more? Morgan?
I'm riding in the cart.
Okay. So Cecilia, Poppy, anyone follow them, or is there one else follow the cart? Clark, I'm assuming that made you follow the cart. Okay. Boys, what are you doing?
I'm taking point in front of the cart.
Aaron?
I'm kind of torn, but I'm like, biggest party members. I've got to go protect these people. Why are they wandering away from the group? God. And I start following after them, mouthing off to them. Why are you going away from the party?
Why, look, did he catch up to us?
Yeah.
I got burned the last time this happened.
I look at him. I look at Parrot, and I say, well, Claire's not with us this time. And I have a new pet squirrel. Oh, and by the way, we're trying
We
to get
don't
the
need
owl.
anything from a squirrel.
We're trying to get an owl's feather.
I am wherever Henry is.
Henry?
You know how many owls are in this in a forest? I'm sure there's tons of them. Why are we going way out of our way just to get an owl feather?
Because it's close.
Also,
How close?
Close.
Poppy.
Yes.
Isn't the owl feather an ingredient for the disappear potion?
Well, I have no idea because Henry walks away. Let's just get a couple.
Huh?
I don't know. How many do you think he needs?
Why don't we go back to Henry and find out how many we need?
For the disappear.
Okay.
That way he knows what's going on too.
I don't know if you want to do that. I look at Perrin.
The owl feather.
Claire's gonna join us if Henry comes with us.
The owl feather is an ingredient for the invisibility potion, and a chicken heart is also an ingredient for that. So I would prefer not to do that potion, to not make that potion.
So we're not getting this feather.
No, but the
So why
phoenix is the same way. The phoenix is still west. So we still need to be able to go this way to get the phoenix at dusk.
Yeah, but isn't the phoenix like very far away from
I
here?
thought they said the Phoenix was closer to the city we're trying to go to. Not here. We're like weeks away, aren't we? I could be wrong with my time.
We're also weeks away from
Not very
town.
good with numbers.
Well, I want to just.
We're like a month and a half away from the town.
That means we're like a month and a half away from the damn Phoenix then. Whatever
Yes.
a month is. What's a month?
Yeah.
So then why are we going this way to go to a Phoenix that's a month away?
Because we need the phoenix feather.
Go back to the.
That's close to the town.
Yes.
That we're nowhere near.
Yeah.
And we're leaving the whole party to go. No, we are turning back. Everybody.
Last I heard, we were right
back.
here. So we're on the way to Azeroth.
Turn back to the party. We are not going as a threesome into these woods, into who knows what. That is not common sense. Let's get back to the party. We will find the Phoenix as a party, not as individuals. Let's go.
We're fighting the phoenix.
We're
So
trying
are we not doing the invisibly posted then?
I will carry you two if I have to.
We are finding the phoenix feather.
Yeah, but
I
the
will
phoenix-
carry you two if I have to. back to the party. I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Roll it. Poppy, Cecilia, insights.
I don't know if you can see it.
I can't.
And it's a natural 20.
What am I rolling?
Plus, yes, you don't add the proficiency.
Roll.
Insight.
And
Insight?
6. It's just.
and that would be a total of 22.
Steve,
But
you
I
said
rolled a
insight?
natural 20.
Yes, I said insight.
It's 19 then.
Okay. You are utterly terrified by the thought of what he just said to you. Poppy, you're not horrified, but you're afraid.
Back to the party. Let's go.
And I'm.
As long as you agree there's owls along the way, just in case we decide to do this other potion.
I'm sure there is. We're
What's everybody's
in a forest.
modifiers?
0.
Pardon?
I'm average.
What?
What is everyone's intelligence modifiers?
What's my intelligence for?
Mine's a negative
Plus 4.
1, but I'm using common
Plus
sense on
3.
this one.
I'm not asking for that reason. Mike, you're good.
Okay.
Do you want mine since I'm not involved in this conversation?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with this conversation.
Mine's a -1.
+0.
All right. All right. So what's everyone doing? You guys going catching back up?
What? I'm
Yes.
definitely following here.
Where did you find this?
Just like standing, like.
That's a
following
plan.
behind.
Yeah, where did you find that?
I don't know. I am a dwarf. I do better with stones and gems than I do with people plants.
Right. So you guys, it takes you guys a couple minutes because they didn't stop or slow down for you guys. So you have to kind of run to catch back up to them. But you guys rejoin the party.
I have a pet squirrel.
Okay.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Hey, we don't want to do that nasty stuff. Let's just keep going.
Let's just keep going.
No. No. What are you doing?
My squirrel.
You have been disrupting this damn travel all fucking day for bat shit and owl feathers? What
They're
the
trying
hell
to
are you
get
guys doing?
And
That
squirrels.
shit we actually needed.
For a potion. Freaking
That shit we actually needed.
Movie potion.
So you're finding ingredients for a potion.
Yes.
Yes.
Shit, we could just fucking buy it at the shop.
Can we buy bat poop at a shop?
Yes,
you can.
It is a spell component.
Okay, I think
You
she's
have been-
volunteering to pay for everything then, everyone. So we
Yeah.
get there.
You guys have been disrupting all day for something we could
We are
easily just
close.
well and buy.
We are closer to the natural ingredients than we are.
I don't care. We're already on our way to a city that will have a shop that will sell it to us. Rather than you guys spending
Well, you're paying
8
for it.
hours looking for shit.
Literally.
What's the
Son of Baphomet.
What does Henry say?
He, after Burton stops, he looks up. You can buy this stuff?
Yes, you can.
From the right person.
Wine paint.
That was so much easier.
Yeah.
Background and feathers are very common spell components. You can go to any magic shop, even a basic tier magic shop, and go and buy it.
What about seeds?
From a dying tree.
We'll find the higher tier one if we need to. Or go to a
That's
guild.
so much easier.
I have connections with the merchant guilds. I can find it.
It has to be from the dying tree, and it has to be dying.
Why didn't you guys think of that?
Natural.
I don't know anything about this stuff. I don't know ingredients for making alchemic drinks.
Alchemic drinks.
Then you guys gotta let me know what's going on instead of following the girl talking to squirrels.
Hey, I think it's pretty cool she's in touch with nature.
And it's such a fine mile.
Thank you for having me back.
Or the other
Now-
girl that took us in the wrong direction.
Now I'm going to start my card up, and we are going to the next city. And now we gotta catch up with Henry again.
Well,
Wait, we stopped to have this conversation? I didn't stop.
I didn't stop.
now we
I assume we stop. If we're not stopped, then we keep going. I'm get to the
No,
damn
no,
city.
We're used to Henry. No, we wouldn't stop.
People sell this kind of stuff.
But at what cost?
Huh?
Pretty damn cheap considering it's very common.
Even a phoenix feather?
Granted, that'll be a little bit harder, but I'm sure we can find it.
Yeah, but will you find the still beating heart of a chicken?
Yes, we'll go to a farm.
No, don't kill chickens.
We're killing the damn chicken. I will shoot the fucking chicken if we have to.
We are not.
But then the heart won't beat anymore.
Yeah, it has to be. But don't kill chickens.
We are not.
I swear to God, I'm gonna fry a fucking chicken in front of you people.
Where's Bill?
Who is Bill?
Bill had a whole lot of babies.
They're running around.
I'm aware. They don't know who Bill is.
Oh, I didn't know if you asked me to send me those.
A little bit of both. Because they don't know who Bill is. Alright. So,
I need a
do you guys
fucking
do
beer.
anything during your travels?
Hey, this will make Henry happier. We don't have to stop and find ingredients. We can just go straight to the city.
So, over the next week and a half, you guys continue down the road. Actually, sorry, later that day, about halfway through the day traveling, you recognize someone as you guys are traveling down the road. Walking the same direction as you at a slow pace is the same figure you saw the night before. Just walking down the road,
I
slow,
jump up the back of the wagon and go say hi to him.
fully cloaked, hood over his face.
I need to put a leash on that goblin.
Hello, sir.
Deep, gravelly voice responds, "Hello, adventurers.
Have I seen you before?
Who are you?
Saw you guys. I don't know if you saw me.
Because at one point, during one of our camps,
How long does it got to bake for?
I saw a figure.
Write on your notes.
Somewhat similar to you.
Yeah, that was me last night.
What time did you put it in there? Do you know?
Yeah, I saw you guys camped out. Was keeping an eye to see if you guys needed help. You looked like you didn't.
I could check it when I'm done.
So, what are you guys doing?
I tell them we're going in that direction to the town.
What was that? Sorry?
I tell them we're going in that direction to the town.
Oh, so am I.
Cool.
It's a good town. It's one of my favorites. It's good.
And who are you?
I've gone by a lot of names over the years. They just call me the Mountain Man currently.
What's your name?
Why do they call you the Mountain?
They just do. Why do they? What is your name?
And why are you? Why were you watching us? I mean, I know you said you were keeping an eye on us, but why?
He said they offered help.
To see if you guys needed help. But if that's not a
Why
good
didn't you
message,
approach us instead of watching from a distance? That's a little suspicious.
I've been shot by people for just approaching their camp that night before. I didn't feel like getting shot or dying.
And you've never been shot at for observing someone like a creep in the woods?
Less commonly.
What do you mean dying again?
I've died a lot. I travel the realms, helping where needed.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to get out of going in the same direction?
What was that, Poppy?
And why do you want to help us?
Come back to that real quick. Looking at Cecilia, because we're traveling the same direction. I'm going down this road. You appear to as well be going down this road. Paths cross when someone's traveling faster than the other. Then to Poppy, because like I said, I help adventurers, heroes, travelers, devoted my life to it.
You said he was cloaked. Can we see his face?
He's kept his head down the entire time.
He's what?
His head has been down the entire time. Hood pulled over. He's talking to you guys like this.
How tall is he?
6'2".
Stranger, if you're seeking our help, or are you wishing to help us, you can at least show your face to us as a courtesy.
I don't think he curtsies. That's a woman's job.
Courtesy, not courtesy.
Roll up persuasion, Claire, or not Claire, the other one.
Me?
Voice. Yeah, you.
Ooh, probably not.
Too much? What are you trying to do?
Have faith.
You know, like, what's
I'm
your
gonna
own?
go ahead and trigger.
Persuasion.
I don't use it very, very often.
What do you want?
I don't use it very often, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my inspiration things to get an advantage. Nat 20.
Nice. Wait, did you already roll it before you use the inspiration to get the advantage?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be a reroll. That's 2 points for a reroll. You
Okay.
can't decide to add advantage after you roll it and see that it was garbage.
All right.
Does that make
My
sense?
Yeah, it didn't say anything about before you roll it on the first.
Well,
one.
advantage is when you roll. You don't add advantage after you roll. That's the reroll.
I understand. It's 2 points for me.
So yeah, just cut off the other point. It's 2 points. What's that?
Where are you rolling?
Give a second. Laptop crash and Josh crash. That's I need stuff back in real quick.
Everyone's moving around.
Yeah, sorry. Josh crashed out and my laptop crashed out, so I was just re-adding everything back in. He pauses for a minute, says, "Okay," and he lifts his head, pulls back his cloak. Long dark beard, long dark hair, deep blue eyes, pale skin. Humoya. But all that means is bipedal.
What race?
Roll a history.
History? Okay.
Actually, religion.
Roll religion?
Yeah.
Ow. 21.
He's also walking with a cane, nice, very well carved walking stick. Hold on. Let me text you, boys.
Okay.
Search Facebook.
Okay.
So, if needed, I can offer some sort of assistance. Or if our paths cross again someday, I can offer it then.
For what? And what do you get out of this?
Nothing.
I don't find it often that strangers want to do for others without something in return.
Well,
I do it all the time.
if that is the case, I am very sorry about your history and your luck. I take care of those in the world that are family. The world is family. I offer my services wherever they might be needed. I see a party here. Broken as you all seem, not mentally.
That too.
I'm trying to think of the word. As broken as your group seems together, you seem like you needed the most help from what I've seen recently.
I ask, what can you provide that will help us? And do you even know of our goals?
I've heard whispers of your goals. I can offer anything that does not cause me to directly harm another person. I can offer transportation home. I can offer transportation to Lordaeron or Azeroth. Yes, Poppy? And he calls you out by name. Yes, Poppy?
And you guys yell at me for going up to him.
What, Poppy?
Can you make a potion?
I can. If you would like to use your favor to make a potion, I can definitely do that.
Can I what?
No.
I know.
And something about need the potion.
No.
Yeah.
So that
Then
is
we don't have to worry about chicken hearts.
He might still use his own chicken heart, but he might cure it on its own.
the favor you want is a potion. You all agree to this?
No.
No.
I think we need to have a
No.
group discussion about this first.
Tell you what, find me down the road again then. And he starts walking away and disappears.
I was actually gonna want to. Before he walks away, I want to ask him a question. Is there anything you can do about removing a certain person? Actually, summoning a person to us. Actually, instead of teleporting all of us to a place, can you teleport a certain person to us?
I'm sorry, boys. As I said, I will not do something that is going to directly cause someone to die. I will not be bringing Samuel to you to murder here in front of me. I can send you to Lordaeron.
I thought he said something. I thought he said about causing the innocents
No,
to die.
he said anyone. I can send you to Lordaeron. You guys can be there today.
Do it.
I'll discuss this with my group and
Find me down the road. And he turns and walks up the stairs.
Let's get this over with. Let's go.
How do we know that wasn't Samuel trying to trick us?
die. But that's all up to the group, and I doubt Henry would like that. Teleport us and Samuel to freaking.
Do you guys hear Cecilia?
Nope.
Where?
Does nobody else find it weird
Or
that this guy knew both my and Poppy's names?
Extremely weird.
I've heard stories about this person. He seems to be a celestial. Basically, an ancient one, I believe it's. And if I freaking history right, am I right, Steve? Basically, an ancient one.
Ancient divine beings.
Oh yeah, how did he know my name?
Yeah.
Because he's been watching us,
Yes.
much like I'm sure Samuel has been.
He's willing to do us a favor as long as it doesn't directly kill someone.
He says he's willing to do us a favor. How do you know we can trust him?
Why would Samuel have that much power if he needed the gnome to build him explosives out of poop?
Who knows what these powerful beings get up to?
It wasn't poop. It was
He's
fertilizer.
just a
Fertilizer
noble.
better than shit.
Do what, Steve?
I am sorry, you are correct, but I do believe that shit is part of the ingredients, correct?
When Perrin says he built out of poop, he yells, "It was fertilizer, not just straight shit. It was better than shit." Yes.
And I
uses
respond.
shit. Yeah, I was just feeling that with.
So I'm kind of partially correct, right?
Yes, I use shit. But that's like saying you're just swinging fire at people. Fire's an ingredient making your weapon. You don't call it fire, you call it an axe, or a battle axe, or a weapon.
Or magic.
Yeah, but I don't know the other ingredients in it, and fertilizer's a long word. It's hard to remember sometimes.
Are you guys wanting to have him either teleport us directly there?
No.
Procure us the potions we need to complete this, to do this thing against the guy? Or does anyone have any other freaking ideas in which...
If he is a god, he can do anything he wants to. He has the power to do everything, so he can send me there if he wants, because it's divine power.
Damn, it's like divine power is almost magical, huh?
No, it's not magic. That's divine. That's different. It's spirits.
What's the difference?
Spirits use magic as much as...
What's
No. You call it magic. It's spirits. It's not the same thing.
I'm a hobbit.
What? Is it not the same thing? What's the difference?
You're not a hobbit.
Sorry, I'm a
You're a gnome.
hermit. I'm a hermit. No. How does my name? I was a hermit.
He's an ancient one.
So are we going there?
Are you sure?
I honestly don't know if I can trust him. I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Stories of these guys, but even I don't fully trust these things. I've never seen them in action. I've never seen them. I don't know what kind of deals we'll be making when it comes down to it.
What are you scared of? Let's just do it.
I agree.
He's gonna hurt me in my
Man, come on, let's just stare this hellhound straight in the face and just go have some fun.
Perrin, would be willing to take all burdens of whatever might be wroth from this deal?
But what if he doesn't have a choice? What if it affects us anyways?
We'll see soon.
He didn't say it costed anything. He said free boon. I didn't hear anything about cost.
It always costs.
Well, those who have Ferris have most to hide.
No, they never said anything about cost, and I help all kinds of people without expecting anything.
You fuckers are just calling your personality traits out by name at this point, or what?
What?
Considering doing
What?
that.
Fucking Mike. Just say this hellhound straight in the face than you. Those are the nefarious offenses.
That's why I said it.
Hey, it was easier to say it that way. It was easier to say it that way.
I agree with him. I think we should have him teleport us there. We should kick the dude's butt and go home.
Well, I also want to know how where specifically he can teleport us to within the city.
He said
He
the
can
city.
teleport us right next to the
I
person.
run over. Do I see him?
He's not going to do that.
I know. Cool.
He just said he's not going to do anything that's going to cause somebody else harm.
Yeah, so is
why
it
would he
So
try-
teleporting us
Can I
right
see
next
him?
to him is going to cause that person harm.
Why is he going to transport us to that city if he knows we plan to harm Samuel?
Because we
It
have
does
to
not
get
make sense.
through the city to get to him. It's not directly harming that person until we actually get to him. It's common sense. It's gray area.
Okay.
Just clear.
No, this cleric.
He was asking a question, but I don't want to interrupt you guys talking.
So when do you use Spanish after?
16.
Quite a ways down the road, you see a figure sitting. You assume it's probably the same guy.
Okay, I run down there while they're arguing.
He's probably about half an hour walk down the road.
I run down there while they're arguing.
Henry follows.
I'm gonna pray to Serena. Steve.
All right, Serena, what do you say to her?
Huh?
Oh my goddess, this mysterious man, is he to be trusted? Is he actually on our side? Do you know of him?
So,
Well, religion.
I'm gonna go see what
Oh, she's having a spa day.
they're doing. I'm probably gonna bet.
Yeah, she's having a spa day. I got a 5.
Yeah, you don't. Your prayer goes out. You don't feel a connection made though.
You have reached the answer machine of Serena. Please leave your message. Please leave your prayer, and I'll get back.
Sorry,
to you.
our inbox is full right now.
This box has not been set up yet.
This
Oh, I
God's
love that statement.
this God's voicemail box has not been set up yet.
Clark and Henry take off in a full sprint down the road. A minute later, Cecilia goes chasing after him.
Should we go chasing after those two or three?
Again, what is
I did
it
it while
with
you
this
guys were
party
talking.
splitting up?
I did it while you guys were talking.
Yeah. But Cecilia chased after shortly after. You guys continue on the road at normal pace, chasing them. What are you guys doing? I know what you're doing.
I remember Televordus and one of his companions chasing off after somebody.
I'm
didn't
going to
end
get
well.
on my ostrich and have it run after them. I don't know what its speed at run is, but yeah.
You catch up to them pretty quick if you're going full speed. All right. So does everyone continue down the road? Do you stop them when you get their parent, or you travel with them?
I stop them. Tell them, wait for the party, please. I'm strong enough to protect you, but I'd prefer to have the whole party should shit hit the fan.
Do you stop, Clark?
No.
Do you stop running, or do you continue running as well?
I go around the bird.
But do you walk, or do you continue running?
I continue running.
Okay.
Does Henry stop?
No. He's sticking with Clark. Clark seems to be the one that's most ready to get him to where he wants to be.
I'm aware.
So he's following him. He's also been the nicest to him. He let him sleep with them. All right. So, Claire and Henry reach him first. Parent, do you stay with them? Or what do you do?
Yeah, I stay with them. I got no choice at this point.
All right. So the three of you reach the being sitting on the side. He's sitting on the side of the road at this point on a stump, carving into his walking stick.
Okay.
He looks up. Greetings, Cleric.
It's the same guy?
Yeah.
I say, where in Lordaeron can you put us?
Where do you want to be?
Right in the room that Samuel's in.
As I same issue with bringing him directly in front of you. I will not bring you straight to someone to murder.
Outside the door of the room that he's in.
I can pitch you in the same neighborhood. Sorry.
Outside his building.
I am willing to pit you in the same neighborhood as his warehouse.
Like where we see the door?
You would see the building.
I like that agreement. And I walk over and tell him, he can put us outside the building right next to where we can see the door.
Or so he says.
I'm not afraid of it. Let's do it. What do you think,
I'm
Henry?
not afraid, but we should have everybody agree.
I say we continue the way we are. If we don't know who this guy is, how do we can trust him?
How's he know my name?
Do you walk
my
over
name
to Bobby?
too. What does Henry want to do?
I want to get to Loron. If this guy's going to take us directly to Loron, let's do it.
Okay, well, Henry's the party leader, so we listen to Henry.
Good. Tell you what, this is Henry. Tell you what, you guys seem torn on this whole issue. So I'll get to Lordaeron. I'll get the potions ready and have them ready when you guys decide that you're going to finally show up.
No, I'm going where you're going.
Can you take my car? Are we all there by now, or?
If you followed after, you would all be there by now. You guys are about 20 feet away from the stranger that's sitting on the side of the road on the stump.
I'm moving my car closer.
To the stranger?
Yeah.
Okay. You move your cart closer to the mountain man.
Can you take my cart with us, or is this like a only living things kind of situation?
No, it's whatever you ask me to take with you. I'm not going to abandon your cart that you made a deal for. Have you spent so much time and energy fixing it? And your beast of burden will go with you as well. I'm not trying to pet you through any hardships, Burton.
If you know that we're going there to kill him, why would you be willing to transport us there?
You're going to
Your
get
story
there
does not make sense.
You're going to get there regardless. This is a horrible, evil person. He's done a lot of terrible things. Still trying to do a lot of terrible things. But I will not have a direct hand in this.
But petting Sarah Closer is going to have a direct hand in it.
No,
Yes.
indirect.
It would be indirect because I'm not going to put you in front of his home or in his home or right next to him.
But you're going to be some walking distance, and you know what our plan is.
I could just send you back to Dunmorgan or the Dragon Isles.
To stand trial. He will
Sorry?
not be harmed, but he will stand trial.
I would much prefer you guys taking him to trial. I know that's not the way you're going to go, though. Henry is out for blood. You have all agreed to help him. I'm aware where this path leads and ends. I just will not have a direct hand in it. But I'm willing to help speed up your trip, or I can offer you a way home once your trip is done. Or I can offer
We want to speed things up so we can kill him quicker. And that's not a direct hand. Your story does not make sense to me.
I'm sorry that you were so distrustful.
All right. We need to make a decision here.
No matter what, the path you guys are on leads to this individual's death, correct?
Correct.
Can you?
Unless
can
Henry
you
changes
make
his mind. Can you make Henry change his mind?
No.
He looks at Henry. Looks to boys.
Better yet, because he is still an evil and needs to be dealt with. Can you make it to where the guards, his guards, and everything in the city will not interfere with us dealing judgment upon this man? That way, you are not directly causing anyone to be harmed, because in fact, you are actually preventing them from harming us.
But he's still causing Samuel to die.
That's just the same as teleporting us there. Only
Exactly, that's my point.
He said he won't do that.
But instead, he will prevent them from harming us. That way, it's technically
Allowing us to go through and kill Samuel.
preventing others from being harmed. It'd be the same as teleporting us there.
Yeah, but if he changes Henry's mind, we could just take the guy, capture him, and take him into custody and have him stand trial instead of killing him.
We'd still be being attacked by this town or his guards, because I doubt he's been doing his whole operation by himself.
And that's the problem. We don't know enough. And you're willing to trust this complete stranger that no one knows who he is. That has a murky.
No, I trust Henry.
Steve?
Sorry?
Did he answer my question about that?
No, because you guys kept going, so he was letting you guys talk.
I refer back to the man, to the celestial. Can you
If he
prevent
had these people you say he does, I could make them indifferent towards your exploits.
So that will allow us to go into the city, deal judgment, and walk out of the city without any interference.
Depending on how your judgment is dealt, fingers.
Huh, see?
Well, again, Henry's going to want to kill
change
him.
Henry's mind. There's no other way.
Well, with that, we could easily escort him out of the city pending trial, and then technically deliver trial later on. That way the city will not see us as harming the individual. We can take it back to Dunmorgan. Freaking the Guildhall can stand trial. Freaking Henry can be a witness, and then executioner should it come to it.
Why would the guild have power? How would the guild hold power over this person on another continent?
Would you rather his own corrupted town possibly freaking standing trial for it? It'll be an outside trial, regardless of where it's going to be
Regardless of what you're saying, Henry's not going to stand for it.
Even if we attempt him saying that if he freaking is deemed guilty, he'll be able to deal out the punishment himself due to the fact that he was exploited into creating weapons for this man.
Good luck.
Henry's already said no trial, death.
Can't make a decision out. Just keep going.
Say that out loud.
Huh?
I wouldn't say that out loud.
Well, Jimmy,
I doubt they heard you.
you say it. You say it.
You don't want to say it, you say it.
Well, we can't make a decision now. Why don't we just keep going?
To be honest, I'd much rather him send us there rather than risk probably you distracting us and making us go on another tangent to a cave.
I have valid reason for all those.
I'm with him.
You did spend all day looking for bad shit when
I
it's
had
something
good
we could
reason.
just spot when we got there.
You had a good reason.
Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Well, everyone else is leaning towards just teleporting us there, so is there anyone else with any suggestions, or would we just want to get there? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I've already commented. I don't trust him.
Why not Modium?
Me either.
What's that?
He looks at you. Why not Modium? What have I done to earn this distrust?
That you, one, have been suspiciously keeping an eye on us. For another, you claim that you don't want to do anything that's going to hurt somebody, but you're willing to put us in the same town or stop his people from bothering us when you know that our plan is to kill him. It doesn't make sense to me.
As far as the keeping an eye on you, I haven't really been keeping an eye on you.
You know all of us, and we've seen you watching us, so you've been keeping an eye on us.
I watched you last night, then left because you guys were fine. It's not like I've been tracking and following for days.
Plus, I'm going to reach my God, and I'm not quite sure you don't have anything to do with that.
There's a lot going on right now. Also, as you should know, prayers don't always reach their intended target. Serena's there and fine. Sometimes the prayers.
And I know that other beings can stop prayers from reaching our intended target. And I spoke to her earlier. Didn't have any problems till you showed up.
So how many votes do we have for yes?
Henry's hand goes up.
2, 3, 4. Right?
Let's just go there.
Yep, there's 4 of us against the 3 if they don't want to. And if now Boys is saying let's go, that's 5 versus 2. We're doing it. I've been overruled twice in these votes because I was on the other side of the lower count. This time I win. Let's go.
So he stands up off his stop. So, is that the decision?
As far as I know, yeah, that's the decision.
I still disagree with this.
Do you want to
all
be
you want.
inside or outside, since you still need the phoenix feather?
Go outside the city.
Can you put
Just
us
in
in
case
this
we
shop?
can't find the phoenix.
Well,
Can you put us in a shop that sells a phoenix feather
I mean,
inside that city?
side of the shop.
Can you put us outside? Can you put us outside the shop that sells a phoenix feather?
Yeah, I figured
Inside the town.
While you're traveling with a wagon and a kodo,
Yeah.
an ostrich, or hawkstrider rather.
Yeah, I can.
Might be a little disruptive.
We need more than just a phoenix feather, you know.
Okay, so I understand that, Poppy. We already know you want more bad shit. We'll figure it out. I would like to be teleported outside the city so we can enter properly instead of just randomly showing up with a giant cart and a giant rhino-looking thing.
Well, I rather be outside.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Show up outside the city so we're not freaking just appearing in the middle
And
of
I'm
the
not
city
going in the city.
magically and then freaking probably scaring the entire town folk and giving away our presents.
So outside of Lord
Yes, please.
And just the people here, right? And your creatures, no other things you need brought with you?
Can you?
We have.
Do you know anything about this poofing when when members? We've had members poof away, so
that's due to a battle. That's due to a battle between the gods.
Yeah, more information on that would cost you your favor.
Loki's disappeared with someone named Seraphina. There's plenty of people disappearing like this.
Okay then.
My God told me that before this guy showed up and blocked my communication with her.
So do I need to sign with blood or something?
No.
All right.
Just making sure you're all ready to go before I do this.
I'm ready.
Stretches and kind of cracks his back a bit.
What?
Grabs his staff and sits it in the ground in front of him.
Steve, I firmly close my eyes.
Seraphina, protect us.
Quick question out of game. What
Not in fear.
What biome is it in?
What?
Freaking Lordaeron. Because it's like right at the cross between the plains and some other biome.
It's in the desert.
Half desert, half plains?
It's in the desert.
Oh, okay.
It's about half a day from the plains, though. So he sets his staff into the ground. It sinks into the ground about an inch as he shoves it in. He starts chanting, and blue scrolling wraps its way up the cane. As he's chanting, it snakes its way up and around.
Serena, protect us.
And he lets go of the staff, and it sits there for a moment before blue sparks. As the words reach the top of the stick, blue sparks shoot up the top and up about 8 feet into the air and form an archway. Simply walk through.
I walk through.
Okay. I'm assuming everybody walks through?
Yep.
No, I'm standing there with my eyes shut.
I pull Perrin through then.
Yeah, Henry grabs one side, you grab the other arm, and yank him through.
I'm cautiously stepping through.
Same here.
As you all step through, you feel like your stomachs are pulled down.
Does it work like a normal gate? Like we come through first because we walk through first?
Yeah.
So as Modian comes through, I scream, "Oh my God, we're dying!"
So as you all walk through this archway, as you're looking at it from your end, you just see through it normally, like just down the road where you're going. But as you step through, you get that feeling like you just walk off the edge of a cliff. That sudden drop feeling as your stomach fills up into your throat and drops back down. As your feet find solid ground a couple steps ahead, you look around on the outskirts of the town. Claire quickly turning around, yelling, "Oh my God, we're all dying!" So Modian, you feel that same gut wrenching, but as your feet hit ground, all you hear is, "We're all dying!" As you kind of stumble through, seeing Claire standing there screaming.
I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
What form does your weapon take?
Does Serena have any particular weapon associated with her?
Let me double check. Yeah, it's a medical symbol, the staff with the snake wrapped around it.
Okay. Then it's going to take the form of that staff.
All right, so that slams down to the ground next to you as you step through the archway.
I don't need
And
to
then
roll.
learned long ago, if you have time to scream "We're dying," you're probably not dying.
You never know.
You all,
I'm going to open my eyes and bring out my battle axe.
you're standing in front of the town as you're watching. From this end of the gateway, it's like you guys are just appearing out of thin air.
I'm going to look around and put my battle axe away and glare at Cleric.
You don't see the archway. You don't even see like a shimmer. It's like they're just walking out through thin air.
What time of the day is it?
Early morning still.
Damn you, Dan.
The cart shakes violently as it gets pulled through, though. So the Kodo kind of lands with the side with the cart rocking heavily as it comes through. And you guys are instantly hit with this wave of heat as you land, as you're now standing in the middle of the desert.
I'm looking around for an enemy to
We're not
shoot.
dying. Well, maybe it is a little bit hot, but we're not dying. We're just dying.
Put my shield over my head like this and let it like kind of shade me.
What?
So put my shield over my head like this and let it shade me.
Yep. And that's what we'll call it.
But we survived. Yay.
Good survive.
So far.
Inspirations.
Oh,
I know that was Snuck's way of saying, let's get the hell to this town.
That's really I've been toying with where to throw in for you guys.
All right. I will always want to know how things work and what makes people tick.
I don't think so.
Unless the phrase "what the actual hell" is code for what you just said. Then
I genuinely get confused by this party sometimes versus what the hell are you people doing? I don't part with my money easily and will haggle tirelessly to get the best deal possible.
I didn't see that yet. In fact, it sounded like you were trying to give away your money.
Exactly. No. You're like, fuck that. Let's go buy it.
I'm sorry. I have to agree with that one on that one.
Instead of finding them in the wild for free.
Because you could actually have found these ingredients and then sold it to the shop and then got back things that we couldn't find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
Just
tired of
saying.
waiting. I got tired of waiting. This.
granted, I did pull something
Aaron
up.
should have been playing the Benny Hill song this whole fucking time.
Dude, I just went down a hole. That's all I did.
Aspiration: I will work hard to be the best there is at my craft. I didn't really get a chance to do that today. I pursue wealth to secure someone's love. And I am never satisfied with what I have. I always want more.
I didn't really see any of yours tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I would have got inspiration.
I was with my card all night, so I didn't really get a chance to do anything.
Yeah, but when we get to town,
Yeah.
A lot of yours can come into play in town.
Oh, yeah.
hola.
You're muted.
¿Cómo estás? Muy bien.
sorry, I was on the wrong screen. I idolize a particular hero of mine, of my faith, and constantly refer to that person's deeds and examples.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Faith, I trust that my deity will guide my actions. I have faith that if I work hard, things will go well.
I don't know about that one. Well,
What
yeah,
was that?
the praying
Yeah,
again.
he was trying to consult with her, but he felt like the guy cut him off from her.
No. Not only just that, but also the fact that he was praying that she would protect them and keep them safe, which means his faith was his shield. So yes,
Everything I do is for the common people,
I didn't see that.
and I am my flaws suspicious of strangers and expect the worst of them.
Yep.
Yes,
No, you were entirely,
100%. Yes.
you were entirely trusting of poor mountain man.
Dang it, I can't read it now.
Jimmy put someone else on the screen so you can read yours down.
I expect danger around every corner.
don't think
What
so.
around every corner?
Danger.
Danger.
No, not really, because you kind of walked into danger twice.
Cause
Yeah,
danger.
that's also. I also have that problem too.
And you cause danger.
I don't run from evil. Evil runs from me.
I didn't see evil.
What that says.
I would say yes, someone knew you weren't chasing evil off, but it was still the no regrets given kind of attitude.
Agreed.
It doesn't really have to be that specifically, just the spirit of that.
I try to help those in need no matter what the personal cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to help Henry.
That was
100%.
I would sacrifice my life to protect the innocent.
Mm-mm.
And I talk to spirits no one else can see.
I didn't see that last one today.
No.
Not the last one. The well is full, so it's just gonna be me. Idolize a particular hero of my faith. Constantly refers to that person's deeds and examples. I'll do that. I am incredibly slow to trust, and those who seem fair often have the most to hide.
I didn't, unless I missed it, I didn't see you really just trusting.
Yeah.
We all do the work, so we all share in the reward.
No rewards this time.
Mm-mm.
I owe my life to a priest took me in. That doesn't really apply. I am hardened to emotions, rarely showing any form of it in expression. Cold enough feeling. That's a flaw.
I don't know. Personally, I felt like you were a little bit really emotional this game.
Not to mention the game where he ran away.
Ran away when?
That wasn't him. That was Poppy.
No.
That was previous.
Yeah.
That was previous.
That's what I said. Not to mention that game too.
Yeah.
That's it for me. Well, it's full.
I'm full.
Boy. All right. Do you want to experience that for everybody?
What was it?
My
You
adventure.
want-
And you guys stand at the entrance to possibly Lordaeron.
Possibly. Yay.
We're back at Denmark.
No, you would have recognized the walls of Dunbarton. There's a lot of other cities in there.
Adventures.
That'd be a real dick move, wouldn't it? That'd be a real dick move, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, considering we didn't say the town inside Lordaeron. We just said put us outside the town that would sell us a phoenix feather.
That's why I tried to word it. No, I actually tried
We didn't
to
say
word
that.
it very
We didn't say put us outside the
specifically.
town, Lordaeron, that has a magic shop that'll sell us a phoenix feather. We said, can we be outside of a shop that'll sell us a phoenix feather? Then we said, let's be outside the town of the shop that will sell us the phoenix feather. We never said it was Lordaeron. Not once. Not once.
Well,
did we say that.
actually, I did multiple times say the town that we're trying to go to that has
Yeah, but
this
we
magic
also
shop.
said we wanted to go to a town that had a magic shop that would sell us a phoenix feather.
No, I included that in the magic in the town.
But what if Lordaeron doesn't have one?
Then we couldn't go there. And then it wouldn't be there. It just is what it is.
Let's just hope you weren't dealing with a Fae.
Oh, agreed.
They are tricksters and assholes.
A what?
Yes.
What?
They are notoriously. Do you know a lot about genies, Noella?
Huh?
Even the summer court is.
She doesn't know what a fake is.
I know. Do you know about genies, though?
I warned you guys.
Like the lamps and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
knows.
Okay. The Fae are essentially that. The devil talking will twist your words to suit their own needs. Kind of people.
My favorite fake question will always be, "May I have a word?" Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the
And
Fae
they,
are notorious for twisting what you ask for around and screwing you over.
Do you want to know what I named my squirrel?
What did you name your freaking scroll that I'm going to regret naming you?
I'm going to shoot the squirrel. I know I'm going to have to shoot the squirrel at some point.
No.
Why do you always gonna harm shit?
It's a hermit like me.
Just go alone.
Sandy, cheeks.
I hate you. Kill the scroll.
That's all right.
I will.
That's
DM
all
gave me
right.
approval.
Oh.
My nickname is Dirty Dan, so we're gonna end up killing Sandy Cheeks.
No.
I hate you, Noella. You're uninvited to the table.
It wasn't my fault this time.
Why do you hate me? You're the one who made it a hermit.
I didn't expect you to name it Sandy fucking
Hey,
Cheeks.
bye everybody, we're going.
Before she gets you uninvited as well.
Before
Nah, I'll go play in my office. I'll lock myself in the office.
Well, I hope everyone had fun.
Yep.
Had a blast.
DXP?